right, welcome to Primos for Life, the wrestling podcast made for the fans, by the fans. Como siempre, yo soy Eddie, el niño vaque. We got Ariel, the Ecuadorian dream bisueta, and we are your self-proclaimed, undisputed co-host tag team champions of the world. And in tonight's episode, we're talking all things SummerSlam weekend, straight out of MetLife Stadium. 2 nights, non-stop energy, wild surprises, and unforgettable moments. You already know how we break it all down. So, como siempre, sit back, grab a snack, and let's get it on. Primo, I just want to say something to you real quick before we jump into all this.
Go ahead.
All right. I missed you, man. Like, I know,
man.
like, I mean, like, I know, but like, like
Yeah.
it's, I feel like so out of place not doing this with you right now.
It's been quite a while. So, yeah. So the fact that we haven't seen each other, it's been more than 3-4 days, whatever we normally go, has been, it's been, throw me off a little too. I was like, oh, man, they're taping. Like, yeah, like, oh.
It's like, are we even still doing this?
Like, holy cow. Yeah, man. Like, week off and, shit. But I mean, a lot of traveling because, it was SummerSlam weekend. And so you went to the shows. I can't wait for you to tell me and everybody, that's listening about it and everything. So, we got 2 nights to cover, man. So I think we should probably just jump into it. Welcome back, everybody. We've been gone for a little while, but we're back. So thank you for joining us. We're going to go over SummerSlam. And Eddie, if you want to just start knocking it up, I will also take a look at our list for our picks and, kind of check those off as we go.
Yeah. Okay. So before we jump into the list, I just want to take this opportunity to also thank everybody that I was able to meet at night 1 and night 2. Just like so many people, so many friends. Just shout outs to the Chavez crew, right? They were rocking the Primos for Life shirt with us night 1. They were, man, you should have seen these guys hustle for scans for us. They were like, hey, we got a Primo that has a podcast, scan his shirt, like scan your shirt. And they all, they all had the shirt. So they were like, scan. So,
love it.
Definitely got some new followers on IG and TikTok and YouTube. So
thank you, new listeners. Thank you, old listeners. Thank you, all listeners. Appreciate you guys.
Yeah. And then also just some cool people, man. Just met this dude, Javier. He's awesome. They call him Skittles. Funny dude, big dude. But man, does he love wrestling? And he showed interest in coming on to the show at some point. Also want to take this time to thank Brian Pina, right? It's one of the guys that we met online. They were like, oh, you guys are part of a podcast. This is awesome. Da, 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 da. Oh, we love to talk wrestling. Other fans of wrestling, like the guy named Sean, guy named Piers Webster. Just, I want to give everybody a shout out. Amy, Leo, Chris, Jose, Devontae, just everyone.
All of them, everybody. Thank you, everybody. Thank you very much. Eddie truly means that, and I truly appreciate it wholeheartedly. Even though I wasn't there, thank y'all. Thank you very much.
Yeah, man. Yeah. It was awesome. It's awesome. And then, bro. And it was an awesome night. Night 1 was awesome. And night 2, I don't remember as much for several reasons, which we'll get into after the fact. So let's just jump in.
Move there. I guess I'll carry night 2.
Yeah. Yeah, because someone had to carry us out.
Well, then there you go. So night 2 is a lot of carrying when night 2 is involved, apparently.
Yeah, man. All right, so let's jump into night 1. So originally our list, we had Randy and Jelly versus Drew and Logan, but that was not the first match of the evening.
No, it was not.
Really upset about that.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah. Surprisingly, it was Roman and Jay, right, versus Braun and Bronson Reed. Now, how you want to do this? You want to just keep the order that we had it, or are we going to try to rearrange it?
You can go their order. Or what do you have? What's easier for you?
Yeah, let's just go in order for part 1 and part 2, like of the original, our picks, right? Let's just go down the line.
Sure.
Right? It just makes more sense.
Yeah, sure.
Sorry, guys. We're just working it out for y'all. All right. So, so our list, we had Randy, Jelly Roll, Drew, Logan Paul. Shocking, right? That Drew and Logan get the win.
Yeah. Yeah, because we both had this going the other way because of the celebrity factor. But I mean, this is a way they've been praising Jelly Roll and all that he's been doing in terms of training and stuff like that. So I think this is a way to be able to bring him back and try and use him again, trying to get more fans and continue to do things like that. So yeah, he did a good job. So I thought the match was solid, and I was thrown off by the Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre win, but hey, there's that's why they keep us guessing, right? They can't all be, we can't
The
always be
whole
right
night.
on them. So yeah, but yeah, I thought it was a decent match. Not mad at it.
Yeah.
Probably I understand putting the celebrity first, getting them going, but I mean the match itself was solid. I thought there were better matches that you could have opened with, but solid.
Yeah, no, agreed. Really good match. That I feel like Logan Paul always tries to find a way to outdo himself with the jumps, from the turnbuckle onto the table. That's like his, moment of the night move, whether it's with the drone or with the camera or this and that. This time it looks like he had like glasses with the camera, did
Right.
the prime drink thing and then jumps. So innovative, sure. Let's involve some technology.
Yeah.
I agree with you. Jelly Roll did a fantastic job, and apparently after the fact, it came out that he said that he actually didn't want to win the match. He wanted to make sure that you put over the actual wrestler, since he's technically a guest.
That's great. I love that.
Yeah.
I love hearing that. That's awesome.
Yeah, man. So solid match. And we were wrong. And then also side note, these two nights made me realize that I don't know diddly squat about wrestling because I feel like everything was wrong.
Always
Everything
something.
I picked was wrong, I feel.
Well, we're about to find out. We got the first one wrong, so we're 0 for 1 so far.
Right. All right. So the next one on the list, we have Sammy and Karrion Kross, which go ahead and tell us our picks, and then let's just talk about it.
You picked Kross, and I went Zayn.
Yeah, so you were right.
So I got that one correct.
Yeah. Which there was that moment where it was like, oh man, is he gonna do it? This is what we want.
Right.
And then, he throws it out of the ring and everybody's like, boo, it didn't happen. And then all this rumors, days later about like Karrion and Scarlett not renewing or renewing. So there's like discussions about their
I thought they were
agreement.
supposed to be renewed. Like there was talks about that they were going to renew. I think is what I read. But
yeah,
whatever.
Back and forth today, but I was wrong.
Well, yeah, it was you were wrong. I was right. But I mean, I also thought that this was going to be when Zayn turned, but I'm saying once again, I was right, but I was wrong. So, but it was a fine match. I mean, if you were going to do this, you could have done this on a Raw, I think. I don't know. I think it's probably maybe a couple of the matches you could have done or something like that. So, yeah. But fine. I'll take it. Zayn wins cleanly. Now we'll see where this goes, especially if Cross resigns.
Yeah. Dope moment though. Sammy comes out. You got over 80,000 people saying, let's go. It was like, boom. It was like, oh my gosh.
Nice. Sami Zayn, man. The underdog. Everyone loves the underdog.
Yeah. But all right. So moving on to the next match, we get the, on our list, right? The women's tag team match, Judgment Day versus Charlotte and Alexa. And I think I got this one wrong too, right?
No, you got this one right. You went Flair and Bliss. I went Judgment Day. I got this one wrong, but you went Flair and Bliss. I just thought it was too soon, but once again, what do I know? Not. So, I mean, what did you see that I didn't? I don't know.
Yeah. Like I said, I think my argument was they got the T-shirt. Their people are behind. It was a T-shirt argument.
That's right.
Yeah, and the people were behind the fact that like they like seeing a sweeter side of Charlotte, like a face side. So it makes sense.
Yeah. I thought it was a fun match, and I mean, we'll see what it does with the Judgment Day moving forward. So.
Yeah, for sure. And then next on our list, we got Tiffany Stratton versus Jade Cargill for the WWE Women's Championship. And man, I think I was wrong on this one, right?
You were wrong on this one again. I was correct on this one. You're 1 out of 4 so far, and I'm 2 out of 4.
Yeah.
But this was an okay match.
Yeah, it was okay.
Like night one, a lot of the earlier stuff kind of just was like, okay, all right, and then it got better, and then night 2 I think was much better. But so it was okay. I mean, I thought Tiffany winning was the move. Like I said, I think you can't push too much on Jade now, especially since she is still improving, every day and stuff like that. So I would say this was the proper move, and that's why I went Tiffany, and I think it was.
Yeah.
There's time for Jade.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's one of those situations where it was a better match in the sense for both of them, right? Like Tiffany because she got a rocket on her, so she's like, all the way to the moon already. And Jade, like, we get that similar feeling, but because of her past matches and we see how green she could be, this actually was really solid. This shows me that she has been putting in work. There weren't like a lot of like mishaps or misses or anything like that.
Miscues or anything. Yeah.
Right. It was pretty good. I was just surprised that everything just happened so quickly at the end for Tiffany to get the win. So I think that's where it caught me off guard. And it was a short match because I remember this because we literally went to go to the bar to get drinks because the bar stops at 9.
Okay.
And we hear the music and literally like 10 minutes later, and you're a winner. And we're like, what?
I mean,
we didn't even get back to our
10
seats.
minutes is all right. 10 minutes is not that bad. That's still solid, time for a match.
Well, it felt like 5, really.
Oh, okay, well, that's...
Yeah. I was like, dude, I just got my drink. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
No, but overall, exciting. It was just exciting to see, or hear at least, because I didn't get to see it.
Yeah, well, it was like I said, it was okay. It was unfortunately this was I got up and grabbed the bathroom break, and I was watching from the counter as I made a sandwich, but
nice. All right, so then we get Roman Reigns and Jey Uso versus Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed, which actually was the first match of the evening. But I will say this, super happy to see just that level of energy for Jey still, even after not being champion anymore. The big call outs that I have from this match is love the fact that Braun Breaker takes off his shirt thingy that he has, his singlet, whatever.
No, yeah.
Just to put it back on to take it off again. Like, that was a good pop in the moment. That was a really good, during the match. And the thing that I really liked was how they boosted and saved Jey in this match, in the sense of at the end when Roman sacrifices himself to get hit with the gore or the spear.
The spear.
Right. And then and then Jey capitalizes, turns around, saves the match for them. And he's the one that gets the pin and he's the one that gets the final moment. I was like, that's really cool. That's really good of Roman to not steal that moment away from Jey. You know what I mean?
Well, especially with him losing the belt as quickly as he did. But I think that's also a callback to when Heyman was like, family will let you down. Remember that?
That's good. Yeah.
When he cut. So I think it was kind of like, okay, here's a way to make it look like Heyman's got to eat his words. And then down the line, if Roman does do something, then Heyman can come back and be like, hey, eventually it happened, what have you. But yeah, no, that was a solid move by Roman too. It was a great way to have the callback to that, because now you can play that a couple different angles as well.
Yeah. And then we get the final match of the evening. We get the World Heavyweight Championship.
Hang on, both of us got that one right.
We got that one right?
Both of us won Bloodline on that one.
Oh, yeah. Well, that was too easy for that one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When it comes to tag matches, though, we got to start putting who's going to get the pin, right? We got to start adding that.
All right, Jesus, man, come on.
It's like there's only so many notes I could write.
Man, come on, man. Paper's only so big. 8 by 11. Whatever.
8 by 11.
Or 8.5 by 11. Whatever the shit it is.
All right. And then now we get the main event of the evening, World Heavyweight Championship, Gunther versus CM Punk. And what I will say is, what a match. Fantastic. You know me, I'm a Gunther guy. I'm so happy that Punk kept up. And I think the part that really like screwed me up was when he gets, he's on the table and Punk grabs him and he falls and then he rolls under the table. I instantly thought to myself, oh, he's down there. He cut himself, right?
Yeah.
But, they all come out saying like, oh man, he broke his nose and he's going to be out indefinitely. So now I'm like, wait a minute, that fall didn't look that bad. Is this like a vacation thing that they're doing for him?
No. What I read is, because that fall I noted as well, because the camera angle was on, it was really bad. So shout out to my boy John Diebold, because we went to dinner the other night and we were driving and him and I were chatting about it. And because he went to night one. Yeah, I think he went to night one with his son. And so they went and we were talking about it because he's a Gunther guy also. So we were talking about how bad the camera angle was on that, because you saw when Punk hit him with, I think it was like a bulldog. His face kind of looked like it almost got close to like the corner, but not really. And then you saw him crawl right under and you're like, that's just a bad camera angle. You should have shot that from a different spot. But what I did read is that he does in fact have a nose problem and doesn't need to take time off to do that. but I think they were selling. They used just a lot of blood there to be like, oh, it's coming from his nose, like so. That's kind of what I think. But I mean, it was really bad
yeah,
that angle that they had that at, because if you go back and you watch it, from on Peacock,
yeah,
it was like, because John and I both said it, we were like that was one of the worst things, because there was two botches, like bad botches, and that was the second one. Because he's like, what was the second one? I was like, when Gunther crawled under the table, he's like, oh yeah, 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 like
yeah.
so. But he does have some kind of a nose problem that he's gonna take time off to get taken
Right.
care of. So
Yeah. Okay. Well, that makes sense then. But man, what a match! And then, to my surprise, to everybody's surprise, at that stadium, for Punk to get the
Punk,
win, everybody just blew up, and
Punk,
everybody was so happy, and this and that, and
and
my
I
man
knew it.
gets 5 minutes
And
to
I
enjoy it.
knew it. I told you, I was like, there's gonna be something stupid with Seth Rollins to come in with that fucking briefcase. And I said it. I said it when the injury happened. I'm like, if this injury is not real, then yeah, they pulled the wool over my eyes too. And but as it started getting closer, and you just started seeing shit, and you're like, well. And then when Punk has it, he's got it for what, maybe. But that was the other thing. It seemed like Punk was lingering in the ring a little bit. I was like, I
Yeah,
understand getting
and
your
the
moment.
camera kept looking at the
Yeah,
entrance.
yeah. It kept going to there. I was like, man, like, all right. And then you hear Rollins' music hit, and then he drops the crutch. Like, he comes out, and then he turns around and drops the crutches. I'm not hurt, whatever the fuck he wants to say. He didn't physically say anything, but that's, I'm paraphrasing. Then he runs into the ring, hits Punk, like twice, three times, and then curb stomp, cashes in, and we have a new champion who is not hurt. And Punk had the belt for all of like is 4 minutes, maybe
Yeah,
4 or 5 minutes.
let's just say 5 minutes just to be nice.
Which I was also saying to John, I was like, because the whole thing is Punk is always, or not, Rollins has always said, I'll do whatever I can to keep CM Punk from winning.
Becoming a champion, right?
So the only way that would have worked out better is if Rollins came in, made it like when Gunther was down, and then like came in, made a 3-way dance. That way Punk never actually got the belt. Punk
Right.
was never actually champion. But I was I thought it was fantastic. I was like, all right, because two reasons. A, now we don't have to watch this fool carry this briefcase around anymore.
Yeah.
But both Money in the Banks are now done and cashed. I was reading something that maybe Money in the Bank they're starting not to like it because they just seem to be cashing them in quicker and quicker. I'm like,
Right.
whatever. I like the Money in the Bank,
I do too.
but yeah. So I thought it was just a great move. And now you have built quite the storyline for Punk and Rollins moving forward. But what annoyed me that night was thinking back to the SmackDown, and I'm like, oh, so LA Knight just got job. Like he just did screwed. Like, oh man, like that's
Yeah.
weak sauce. Like, oh, kudos to LA Knight for the acting job though too. But like, it was just like, come on, man. Like all this, you keep trying to push the guy, and then you do something like
Yeah.
this to him. Like that's where I got annoyed. But that was rectified, or at least addressed on Raw on Monday.
Yeah.
So that's fine. But the match was good. The match was great.
Yeah.
Punk winning was a surprise. We both had Gunther, and then the cash in was just, I mean, fucking dope.
Yeah. Yeah, man. No, it was good. I think my only realization, and I don't know if it was the environment, the people, but man, like, I really missed Seth Rollins. Like, I missed him. Like, I was like, we talk a lot of smack about him and all these things, and then to have a moment like that where he comes back, everybody was genuinely happy to see him, and I was like, and even he had a good reception on Raw the next day in Brooklyn. So I was like, man, yeah, no, he's good. And he's good. And I think that's where, and we talked about this behind the scenes, but I'll just bring it up really quickly. One of the conversations that I had with some of the, fans that were there, you know, said a crazy statement. And I was like, I don't know if I agree with this, but I kind of agree with it now. But they were like, you like, hate it or love it. They were like, Seth Rollins is the Bret Hart or Shawn Michaels you pick of this generation, like working, like worker, like wrestler, all of it. And I was like,
Technically
are you out of your
sound,
mind?
superstar. I mean, yeah, no,
Right,
that's
right. And you compare into those names, you're like, are you out of your mind?
right.
But then when you sit back and really sit there and analyze and watch it and see it, and you're like, oh yeah, no, he's good. He's
Yeah,
good.
yeah, yeah,
He's good. So
yeah.
kudos to
No,
him. I'm glad he's
that's.
champion.
I mean, like I said, I'm glad he doesn't have to carry the briefcase anymore. He's champ now, so we're gonna have to endure this for probably till Mania, at least. But I mean, he's a great heel. He's just awesome on the mic. Like he's talented. He's good at what he does.
Yeah.
So that's kudos to him for a great cash in there.
Yeah. And then that's it, man. And then thankfully, actually, with the upgrades and with the American Mall, American Dream that being there and everything, it was a lot easier to get out. It was a lot easier.
Oh,
It took
nice.
like a full 20 minutes to get out of there. You know what I mean?
You drove?
Yeah, we all like I carpooled with them and stuff like that. So
okay, well, good.
it was good. But that tunnel that takes you to the trains and to the mall, it's like it's all there now. So it's like it makes everything easier. So.
Yeah, you can just walk through if you park over there.
So pretty good.
But I was because I saw something on like one of the social network sites that was I just came to the mall to buy something, but I didn't realize SummerSlam was happening, and then it was like stuck in traffic for like an hour trying to get out of the mall. Oh damn! Oops.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so yeah, man, and that was night one. I had a good time.
That one was.
Super
I
happy.
mean, that one was okay. That one was okay. You got 2 right on that out of 6, and I got 3 out of 6. So I'm
You're
500 at least there. So
yeah.
Jesus, I mean, night 1 goes to me, but we'll see.
Yeah, man. All right, let's get into it. Night 2 then. Night 2. On our list, we had the 6-pack TLC WWE Tag Team Championship match,
which was the opener.
Which no, it wasn't.
No, that wasn't.
No, the opener was.
Wasn't it?
The women's, the triple threat. Naomi opened up.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So that was again, we were wrong on the order.
Just wrong in the order again, just really bad. The only one thing we got right in the last one was the Punk Gunther match, and that's because you knew that was going to be the main event. Like, but yeah, okay. So the first one was the 6-pack challenge, the TLC. Man,
what a match! Yeah,
man,
wild.
I couldn't take my eyes off the TV. It was just fantastic all the way around, man. Just bravo to all the superstars there, man. This was a fantastic ass match, bro. Yeah. I can't say enough good things about it.
You know what it reminded me of? Remember at the I think it was a Money in the Bank match with Sheldon Benjamin at WrestleMania, like the intensity and like how crazy everybody was all over the place. That's what this felt like. You know what I mean? Like that kind of a caliber
Sheldon was awesome.
Match.
Sheldon was awesome in the Money in the Bank. But they also had like it was like him, Jeff Hardy, Edge. Right. Like they had a bunch of great people back in those. So they held their own. But this was definitely because it's like the 25th anniversary or not the 25th, or however anniversary of TLC, of Tables, Ladders, and Chairs match or whatever. Yeah, so I was like, well, this is a great way to pay homage to it because that was a hell of a match. And then we had the Wyatt Six coming out on top. And I thought Fondrade was there. And then I was like, oh, wait, but we haven't seen the Wyatt Six. And then sure enough, they come out. I was like, damn. But, hey, I mean, I had the Wyatt Six.
Yeah, so you got this one.
I had that one, yeah. So you went DIY. They were one of the first ones. When they went through the tables, I was like, well, all right, there goes Eddie's pick. Literally crashing through, like literally. Like, it was good though. It was great. So
yeah, the one thing that I will say and call out is I appreciate Fraxium going up the ladders quickly, right? Like I feel like you have such high intensity teams that everybody going slow and taking their time. It's like it takes you out of the moment,
right?
And I appreciate Frazier, like going up and like you know what I mean. Everybody either doing the fast climb or jumping onto the ladder, or even the Frandrade, like he gets on his shoulders and he was about to grab the belt that way. No ladder needed. I was like, yo,
I was like, do that shit. Fantastic. No.
I was like, that's awesome. I like
it's crazy. Really the ladder matches, like you get really slow when you start climbing up the ladder.
Yeah.
Like, all of a sudden all your energy is gone. There was once again on like TikTok or something, there was a thing of like when my wife asked me to change a light bulb, and it's the guy climbing up the ladder, but he's taking it like forever to get up there, like WWE style. I was like, that's great. Hell of a match.
It was awesome. It was awesome.
Great. That was so dope.
All right. So then we get so I was wrong, right?
Yeah.
But
yes, sir.
We get the next match on our list, which is the Intercontinental Championship. Dominic Mysterio versus AJ Styles. And shout out to Jose, because by this point he's already too many beers and drinks in, where he's like, I'm the Intercontinental champion of the world. I was like, Intercontinental, what?
And all right, well, okay.
Yeah.
This is where it started to turn. All right.
Yeah, no, like it was that the whole night. And then the other like running joke of the night was Io Sky saying Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley.
Ripley, that's
I
it.
can't wait to see Rhea Ripley.
Kick her ass, bro. That shit was
But
great.
yeah, man. So we got the IC championship belt match with Dominic and AJ Styles. Awesome. I liked it.
That
I
was
was
a solid
happy
match.
with it.
Very solid match, man.
Yeah.
Like, very, very cool. I was like, all right, great. And I mean, the right person won. We both picked Dom.
Mm-hmm.
You know, AJ's got plenty of shine left and more time, but this is Dom's run. So I think it's time to, and this is the first time he's wrestled in quite a while. So I think you have to leave it on a little while longer, let him take some more matches, prove that he deserves to be there. So.
Yeah. Like overall good match. I like the boot trick at the end,
Yeah, unzipping the boot, Eddie Guerrero style, where he's
Right.
unlace him and shit. Yeah, against Kurt Angle, like, oh, unlace the boot.
Yeah, it was really
Pretty
dope
much.
how they did that. And then and I was happy with it. I like the rumors that are popping out now because there's a rumor saying, hey, what if Cena and Dom have a match for the IC belt? Only because he's never John Cena's never been IC champion, and then if he wins it, he becomes Grand Slam. Obviously, this is like extreme fantasy booking,
Right.
but the idea is nice. I'd be like, that'd be pretty cool. You know what I mean? Because then
I find
it
hard to believe
helps
he's never
Dominic
held.
too.
I find it's never hard to believe he's never had the IC belt.
Right. I mean,
Like,
he's only had the US tag and the main, and that's it. I don't think he's ever.
That's crazy. No, all right. Well, hey, possibly he's got however many more dates. So
I think we're down to like 90 days left with him, man.
Or days or shows or whatever it is.
Oh yeah. I know, but I'm just saying, it's like it hits you more and more. Like it hit me when he was in Tampa, and then that final moment, and I put it on TikTok of him just like saying thank you and taking a mental picture of the moment. I was like, oh my gosh, this is the last time we're gonna see you here in SummerSlam.
Yeah,
so.
that was his last SummerSlam. That was we'll talk about that when we get there.
Yeah. And then we get the no DQ, no countouts women's intercontinental championship match, Becky Lynch versus Lyra, which surprisingly was good. I enjoyed it. Surprised with the ending, right? Or did I pick Becky? No, I didn't.
You had Lyra.
Yeah, I was very surprised about that. And
I had Becky.
I was wrong,
Yeah, I mean it was the interference from Bailey, and also this was the box on the second night that John and I were talking about when Lyra had the zip ties on her.
Uh-huh.
And then they came apart, and all of a sudden she like was able to like put it back together for like a second. Like, oh no, they're still on or whatever. I was like, come on, man, we all saw that.
Yeah.
Like, come on,
we all saw.
Like, come on. But yeah, so it was. I was like I said, I was like, all right, let's be done with this, and hopefully Becky winning would be done with it, and it was because on Raw now she's starting a feud with Nikki Bella.
Yeah.
So at least we get this sense over with. Fine, I had Becky, like I said, so I was fine. It was great. Let's move on. Let's start some new feuds and work on Bailey and Lyra and stuff.
Yeah. This was one of those matches that I wasn't present. I was at the bar, so I was like, "Oh, okay, that was cool." So I saw it on the phone, while we were
a few feet away. I mean, you're standing there in line. They got TVs, and you get peek on your phone and shit. Like, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And then we get the U.S. Championship Steel Cage match: Solo Sikoa versus Jacob Fatu. And man, just craziness, huh? Just mayhem all over the place. But I was right. No, I was wrong. I was wrong, right?
You were wrong. Dang. You went Fatu, I went Solo.
Yeah.
Because chicanery and tomfoolery, man. I'm telling you about chicanery and tomfoolery, bro. And I told you this was going to happen. I was like, these guys are going to get involved. We'll see how it happens. But, of course, Tonga got involved. Tonga Loa, JC, Mateo, they all got involved. Jimmy came at the end to try and help out, but alas, it was not enough as Solo was able to get out of the ring, and then they tried to whoop on Jacob, but he ended up last laugh as he just kind of beat everybody down.
Yeah, man. I mean,
solid match. They used the cage well. It was good. I killed my entertainment. Fine.
Yeah, I mean, you expected it to be mayhem, and you expected it to be, so many, like you said, just so much interference. So we knew that was coming. So that wasn't going to be a surprise.
There's no like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Like, no,
yeah, like
I
what?
Totally believe it. Totally believe it.
Exactly. So, a solid match from what I remember. And then for the next match, we get the Women's World Championship Triple Threat, which was actually the opening match of the evening, which is Naomi versus Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley. Now, this match, banger. I mean, I don't
This
know
was
what it
great.
is about these triple threat matches, man. I don't. It's just they're incredible. They're
Well, I mean,
always
you you
awesome.
you you have another spectacular athlete in the ring.
Uh-huh.
So it's just this nonstop action. It's because usually in a regular one-on-one they'll have more holds, more like arm bars and stuff like that to kind of so they can catch a couple seconds of breath. Now when you have three people in the ring, someone can catch a breather while something else is happening, so it feels like the action is more quick and hit you. So I think that's kind of what it is. But this was a fantastic match. I mean, I love Io and Rhea and Naomi. This was like I thoroughly enjoyed the opening match. I was quite happy with it. We both picked Naomi, so we were both right there because that just was the right move. I mean, and I think she pinned Rhea, if I remember correctly. So I don't think Io took the pin there, which was nice.
Uh-huh.
Like, Io can't have her take the pins, man. Can't have that shit. No.
Yeah, yeah. No, solid match. Super happy with it. And I just like this run that Naomi's on, man. I mean, I feel like they finally let her loose and like let her, just go with this crazy caution gimmick, and it's
Mm-hmm.
working. It's working
Yeah.
so well. Like everybody's about it, and I'm happy for her because I really hope they let it run until the wheels fall off, and then
Right.
she's like, okay, I'm gonna step away to start the family, not cut her down soon, and then be like, oh, okay, well, I guess there's nothing left for me, so now I could leave. You
Right.
know what I mean?
Now I'm out. Like,
Let
bye.
it naturally, organically happen, right?
Yeah, yeah. Give the run and let it go. Yeah, exactly. Don't shorten it or anything. Let's not give her the Kofi Kingston treatment. Like, let's do a proper run with this.
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely.
And speaking of Kofi Kingston treatment, for the final match, we get the WWE Championship
Oh yeah,
street fight between John Cena versus Cody Rhodes. And what a match. I enjoyed it. I was happy to see Cody. I was happy to see John. I was happy to see them all over the place. The stadium went crazy. Everybody was happy. Everybody was waiting for Cody to turn heel or John to, make it like a lie because this whole John going face happened on SmackDown, right? We didn't get a chance to talk about it, but he was like, you know what, your talk and your interaction with me is the kick in the butt that I needed to get back on being basically face, and therefore I'm gonna give you the John Cena that you're asking for. A lot of people before the match happened was like, he's full of it. That's just a way to lure him into a
right.
trap. He's gonna lie to him. He's gonna go heel, or he's gonna stay heel. Da 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 da. No, it's like everything that people thought didn't happen. It's just like it's almost like the night before they read everybody's comments on the internet and they're like, okay, do the complete opposite of that.
Let's not do that. That's a terrible move. Bad idea. Like, no, I mean, I saw because I like I said we didn't get a chance to talk about it. So I saw it, and then when he came out with the music and the shirt and everything, and they're at MetLife, so I was like blue and red Giants. I'm like, all right, yep, this makes sense. And I was like, okay, cool, like great, fine. Where you had to make it eventually happen. I thought it could have been a lot bigger build and a lot bigger reveal than what happened, but um I don't know. Like maybe I think maybe he should have left them with like, we'll see who, what happens, and then you have him come out with the music and this and that, blah blah. That would have been a little bit better. But he came out and it was cool. I was like, all right, facing Cody's coming. I was like, Codith is not going to go heel yet. Not my man Codith. Nope, that's not happening. So, so Cody wins, of course, as you said, and gets his belt back and gives John a hug in the ring, and John's having his moment and saying his goodbye, and like you said, everyone's starting to be like, "Damn, this is it, man! Like we're watching the end of truly he's going to be a legend." Like,
Yeah.
so, yeah,
Yeah, man. And then obviously the shock of Cody winning. I was like, oh my gosh, like why? How? When? How does this make sense? Nothing makes sense
What do you mean? How
anymore.
does it make sense? He can't. Cena's leaving soon. He
I
can't have the
know.
belt the entire time, so it's got to go. Cody's the one that he lost it to. Cody's still the guy.
Yeah.
This is the move. This was you picked Cody in the picks.
I know. But I'm saying, like, in the moment, you got to remember at this point in the night, I'm so I was just like, I don't even remember who I picked.
You picked Cody, and
Yeah.
it came out. And then
Yeah.
while John was saying his goodbye, the shocker of night 2, the shocker of SummerSlam completely, you hear fucking Brock Lesnar's music, and I'm just like, oh, I was so turned off.
Really?
I was so turned off.
No way.
I was like, this is fucking terrible. It ruined night 2 for me.
No
It
way.
ruined night 2 for me.
Oh, I wish you were there because it didn't.
Oh no,
Everybody was happy.
I would have been booing the shit out of him. I do not like this guy at all. I never have, and I think it's a very, very foolish move to bring him back while there's still a pending lawsuit with his name on it, with the allegations that are against him. And I think this is a foolish move on their part. I think you alienated a bunch of your female fans because of the allegations against this guy. Once again, these are all allegations. This is in the thing that this woman has. Vince McMahon and Brock Lesnar is named. I think this was a bad move. I understand you're trying to do this. And then one of my friends was like, oh, but, it's Cena's last tour. Maybe Cena was like, I want Brock, And I'm like, right. Well, could be, But then I read somewhere that Cena was like, no, man, just put someone in front of me and I'll take him. So I don't know what to say. I just didn't like it. I've never been a Brock guy, A. B, I think with what's looming and what's happening, I would imagine there's going to be some kind of settlement soon, and that's why he's back.
Right.
But I didn't like it. I don't like it. I think it's just bad taste. I think it's really just
too soon.
Yeah. I mean, it's not even closed. It's not even closed. There's no settlement yet. Like, this man is still I don't understand how. Well, I do understand. You're lost in the moment, and this is kind of where you have to separate art from artist. I don't understand how that many people went crazy with all the stuff that this guy's involved in with all that stuff. Like, I was literally just disgusted with what I saw.
Man, way to keep us honest, man. Because you're right. At the moment, bro, I'm like having the time of the life when time of my life with the crew, having a great time, enjoying the moment. The pop was crazy, the energy was crazy. But you're right. It's almost like everybody just forgot that that's still pending. My only thinking was the only reason why they brought him back is because I guess his part of it has been cleared. You know what I mean? Like, because they wouldn't, I don't think the company or TKO at this point would have been okay to be like, no, this is still looming over him, so don't bring him back. But maybe they reached something on his part where it's like, he's done, but McMahon and Laurinaitis and whoever else.
I think she said that her lawyer sent a tweet out about it or something. And they were like, that's not a good move. Something like that. Like, not like that.
Where after the show?
Yeah. Like after debut. Yeah. So it's, no, man. Go ahead, continue. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, that's good, man. Wow. I'm just, boo, Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, and I get it. Everyone was like, oh yeah. I'm like, this is completely personal because once again, this is opinions. This is opinions. And everything, once again, is allegations.
Right. I thought he was cleared, so I was like, "Oh, that's probably why they brought him back."
His name is still there, and the thing, because
that's not a good look. Then
no, it's just I don't understand why you do it, why you do it so soon. Like, I mean, because I thought he'd be gone for a while. I was like, he's gonna be gone for a while. You can't bring him back. Like, thinking fucking good taste or decency, like just regular human decency, with what he is. The allegations against him are fucking horrible, man. Like, so I just don't understand it. I don't understand it. I get his Brock Lesnar. I get his pop. I get they got what they wanted. They got that pop. They got that moment. So let's see how long they sign him for, how long he's around for, and if, this affects it in any way, because I don't know if the next time he comes out, if he's getting that loud of a pop.
That's right. He might get booed. Ooh, man. Now we really got to watch. Oh, gosh. Man. Oh, well, overall, Primo, with the exception of that ruining night 2 for you, what would you grade each night? And give me a full grade. Each night and then the full grade. Like the average grade.
I mean, night 1 was, man, I want to give night 1 a better grade than I did, or I am. We going letter grades or 1 to 10? We go 1 to 10 normally, right? Yeah, 10. So I'm gonna go 8. I'm gonna go 8. I'm gonna go 8.5 because of the cash in at the end. That truly was like the thing. But I mean, the Stratton Cargo match, I wasn't. The Jelly Roll match was kind of cool. But I wasn't.
Sammy Carrion
was like, so I'm gonna go 8.5 because I would go 8 normally, but that I mean, Punk winning, huge. So there's your 8, and 8.5 is Seth Rollins, cashing in. So I'm going 8.5 there. I'm going 9 on night 2, losing points for Brock Lesnar, because I thought night 2 was fucking great. But so losing, I'm going to go 9, and I'm going to give it overall an 8.5. I'm taking away an extra half overall for Brock Lesnar.
Oh, so it would have been a 9.5, but you
No,
took
it
away.
would have been because I had 8. Yeah, I was going to give it a 9.5. That was a solid show.
Yeah,
The TLC match was fantastic.
yeah,
The women's match was amazing. The ladder match, I mean the state steel cage match rather. That was that night, right? That was night
yeah,
two.
night
Yeah,
two. Yeah,
that was solid. Championship match was great, and then I forget what the other matches were there, but they were also quite solid.
yeah.
So I would have given it a 9.5.
But with the Rock coming in,
But
yeah,
yeah,
9.
that brought it down to a 9, and then overall I'll give SummerSlam as a whole an 8.5.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, you know what? I will agree with that in the same train of thought of yours, but then also I think I would just give the overall event a 9 just simply because of the environment, the people, the just vibing with everybody, getting to meet folks,
Well, I mean,
who
yeah, for you it was a different time. For you,
right,
it was
right,
going to the proper event. It was
right.
doing it live.
Yeah, exactly. So I think, just being with the crew and just being with, just everybody talking wrestling like the whole time, it was like fantastic. And there are definitely folks that showed interest in coming on there. I've already gotten messages about it. So yeah, we got some scheduling to do. But
Cool.
overall, man, yeah, it was I give it a 9. I was happy with it. And I agree with you though, man. I mean, I didn't look at it at that point, in that moment, but
Yeah,
yeah, now
yeah, I
like
mean,
in
it was tough.
hindsight, it is kind of like a downer. That kind of
Yeah,
sucks.
yeah. You're having a great time. You having your drinks in you. You're fueled by whiskey or whatever, and yeah, you're having a good time. And he hasn't been around in a while. He's a big draw. He's a big name. So you understand. But I just,
Yeah.
it wasn't for me. And the minute I saw it, like I stood off my couch and went to the kitchen. I was like,
Yeah, I'm gonna eat another sandwich.
actually,
Essentially.
I think there was a chicken cutlets in the fridge, barbecue chicken or
Sweet.
something like that. I just ran by, took a piece of chicken out.
Yeah, man. But okay, so let me cap this night off by saying this. I missed you. I missed
Missed you too.
this. As I
Yeah,
know I said that in the beginning, but I'm gonna
yeah,
say it
yeah,
again.
yeah, yeah,
And as always, want to take this opportunity to go ahead and just thank all our listeners and new listeners. And thank you
yeah,
so much for
yeah.
everyone taking the time to speak with us, hang out with us, scan the code. It was just such a short weekend. I had so much more planned. I wanted to go to other shows and things like that, but time just escaped us. And
Yeah, I mean, a lot of stuff happening, dude. It's a full weekend, and the show started at like 6, and the
yeah,
pre-show's at
yeah.
like 3, and then it's just like, oh damn.
Yeah, yeah. But overall, I want to thank everybody for listening, watching, for the viewership on Instagram, on YouTube, on Spotify, everywhere else. And quick story. And I'm sorry, person, if I didn't catch your name of the evening at that point. I was already pre-gamed. My
Mhm.
apologies. But I want to share this story with everybody because I told you and I want everybody to hear this. So this is how I know we're going in the right direction, right? Because at one point, I'm doing my thing and I'm talking to everybody and like, hey, who do you think is going to win? Da, 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 da. And I talked to these two young Latino men and I'm like, hey guys, who do you think is going to win? Da, 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 da. And they're like, oh, I think this and that. And then as I was about to say something again, one of the guys looks at me and he goes, I know you. And I was like, er? Like
Nope.
Raggy, I was like,
Mm.
know me. And he's like, yeah, like you're on TikTok. I follow you on TikTok. And I was like, oh yeah, yeah. I mean, we have a TikTok, because he sees the shirt and stuff, and
Right.
he's like, "Yeah, you're one of the primos. Where's your primo? Where's he at?" And I was just like, "No way!" So
Yeah.
thank you, whoever you are, if
Yeah.
you're listening, if you're gonna listen to this episode, thank you for
Sorry,
recognizing
sorry, I
and
didn't
for
get your
being awesome.
name. Sorry for not getting your name,
Yes,
but
my bad. I'm so
it is
sorry.
it is a moment because Eddie did say before we were both humbled by the conversation we had prior to this. That was really really dope of you. Glad we have listeners that are not just family members, and so that's always good. But thank you very much to everyone who is listening, family members included, of course. But everyone, and like Eddie said, to the new listeners, the people that were there and got to converse with Eddie and our other friends and family around that did the QR code on the back of the shirts and stuff. Thank you. Hopefully, you enjoyed what you're hearing, and you will continue to come by and listen a little more, and you will share.
Yeah.
follow, like, all this, smash the like button, the follow button, whatever, all that fun stuff. Do it, please. Primosforlife.com. You have the information. Pass it around, please.
There you go, man. Yeah, well, I mean, that's all I got, on my mind at this point in time, Primo. And as always, if nothing else, you know what to do, my man.
Yeah, man. Well, once again, thank you, everybody. I hope everyone enjoyed the wrestling weekend. It was quite a full one. We didn't get to really get into Raw too much, but we'll recap, come up with a recap episode coming soon, and for the week, and we'll go from there. But we want to thank everyone for listening. Thank you for tuning in. New and old followers, please try and get us a few more, because this is fun. This is awesome. Hopefully you had a good time as we did, and we will see you when we see you.
Yeah, man. We'll see you when we see you. Take care, everybody.
Good night, everybody.